Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So it is 7 something in the morning, not quite sunrise. It's chilly. It was like in the 30s last night. Just walking up to the restroom. I'm in a campground, so they actually have a flush toilet and everything. I might take a shower, but I'm going to see if the bathroom is heated because I'm not interested in taking a shower in a room that has no heat. I'll wait. But otherwise, if it's not heated, then I'll just go to the bathroom and then go back to my little cozy car and read a book or play a video game or something like that and wait until my significant other is up. We'll have breakfast and coffee and stuff. But yeah, it is brisk. It is brisk this morning. But I will say I'm thankful that I can walk just a short distance and be able to go to the bathroom. Because I'll tell you, waking up and going outside, whew, that's harsh. Yeah, it was heated. Yay! So I originally had planned to go to some national monuments today, but it didn't occur to me that these national monuments, at least, are not open on New Year's Day. I'm like, oh, I don't know. For some reason, it just didn't occur to me that like national park properties would be closed because national parks aren't closed. But since national monuments are kind of more of a facility where, like, I don't know, because they're smaller, I guess. There's no camping there. I don't know. So they're closed. So we're not doing that. I don't know. I think we're just going to go on a scenic drive. Nothing big. I always find that after a day of driving all day, I need a day off from doing anything intense like that. And also, the leggings I wore yesterday were not a good choice. They chafed my inner thighs, and I am like sore. So I will not be doing any big hiking today or anything because just short little walk is not a good time. So this will be a driving a little bit. We'll go out do a scenic drive. It's Sedona. We did some of it yesterday, but do some more of it. Stop, take some pictures. I think that'll be the most. I mean, there's a possibility we may end up literally going nowhere. And to be honest, I'd be fine with that too. It's good to just chill out sometimes.
Is in a stream. The ocean called for you and me. Still, I'm in this game, but without my closest friend.
So I'm in my car. I'm by myself in my car, obviously. My significant other is in the RV by themselves because they are sick. Now, they don't have COVID. They actually took a test. They don't have COVID as of right now, at least. And they actually aren't running a fever, but they do not feel good. So they're already asleep, and it is only 8:46. I am in my car. I will be sleeping by myself, and I may end up doing everything by myself, except for taking care of my significant other. So that's this current leg of the trip. We're in this campground for 3 nights. One of the big reasons we came here was just even though they're feeling sick, is because going home is 2 days away. So you know what I mean? So like they may this may be as good of a place as any to recover. It's, we don't have hookups or anything like that, but the bathroom is actually very close. We're like the spot away from the bathroom, and, we're parked. You don't have to go anywhere. We're also really close to town, so I could run into town and get something, and get, whatever stuff. But to be honest, we actually have enough food. We had soup and crackers and cheese tonight for dinner because I also didn't feel good, not because I feel sick, but because I feel I have cramps, which I haven't had cramps in so long that almost I forgot what they were like or something. And so it made it worse. It was so hard to drive here. It was a 2.5 hour drive. I was in so much pain the whole time. But obviously, stopping at the rest stop that I was stopped at halfway was not helpful because I needed to just get somewhere. I don't have to drive anymore. I'm actually doing pretty good right now. I will take some more Tylenol before I go to bed. I kind of keep it at bay. I can't take Advil or Aleve or anything like that anymore because it hurts my stomach too much. Anyway, so we shall see if I end up taking care of my sleeping motherhood, or taking care of them a little bit and doing my own thing the rest of the time, or if they'll feel okay enough to do some things. I'm hoping they'll feel okay enough, obviously, to do some things, and also so they don't feel terrible. But we shall see. We shall see. This is a park that I wasn't planning on us getting in a car and going anywhere. There's hikes, like this state park is right next to national forest and next to a wilderness area. So you can just hike forever kind of from here. So that was kind of my idea, is that we could just do hiking right from here. And also they'd be able to fly their drone because we just have to get out of the state park and get into the national forest, and they can fly their drone. So they'd be really happy about that if they're able to do that. But then also, we can just go hiking, or I can go hiking if they feel too bad to go hiking, but not so bad enough that I need to stay here and make sure they're okay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just need to sleep or something, which is what they're doing right now. I did make sure they ate dinner. At least, we had soup and cheese and crackers and summer sausage and stuff like that, just so they at least had food before they went to sleep. So what am I going to be doing here? Well, the thing is, tonight, I'm in my car at 8:45 p.m. It's 8:45 p.m. though, mountain time, because we're in Arizona. So it doesn't feel like that time to me. So I'm doing the things I would kind of normally do, right? I'm thinking tomorrow, most likely they'll not be 100% better. So I probably will have more downtime tomorrow than I might have had otherwise. And we were planning to do a ton of stuff anyway, even if we went on a hike together. So I need to work a bit. I have perfectly good internet here. And I need to take advantage of it because I have a lot of emails to answer from my law firm. One of the things is about legal work is January is a busy month. It's usually my biggest month of the year. So I really can't go spend this whole next week not working at all. I at least need to answer emails and keep the balls up in the air. So I've looked at all my emails to make sure there was nothing that had to be dealt with today, January 2nd, and there isn't, but there's people who have inquiries and I need to reply to them too. Cause this isn't me being on vacation forever. This is my life, which means I still need to work and make money, right? So I need to do that, get the balls up in the air for that. And I'm going to do some of my language learning things. One thing I forgot about, but realized this week is that all the language learning apps and websites and classes and programs all have their hugest sale right now. So there's this one app that I've been using that I actually upped to a lifetime subscription for all of their languages because it was at a 90-something% discount. I was like, okay, yes, I will do it. So I'm looking at all those things. These are apps that I have been using. And it's so what 90 whatever percent or some insane discount do you have that I will go ahead and pay for since I've been paying for it anyway? Might as well up to the, best value kind of a thing. And then I need to also do some other work. I need to do all my reporting. So for my 2 YouTube channels, I do monthly report and an annual report. And I haven't done any of that stuff yet because we were so busy yesterday we were busy actually going to see Sedona and stuff. And then today we were busy packing up the RV and relocating down here. So I need to do all those reporting things. I'm trying to think of anything. Oh, I need to update all my debt tracker as of January 1st. So I have a bunch of computer work or paperwork stuff to do. I don't know if I think I'm going to do any of the computer work, paperwork, email stuff tonight, but that's probably what I will do during a chunk of the day tomorrow whenever we have some downtime. I think tonight I'm going to look at the language learning apps and see if there's any of the other ones that I will sign up for the,
amazing, gigantic discount for something that I already use anyway. And then I will just do my normal bedtime routine and go to sleep. I'll be going to bed early. It actually isn't that cold here. So where we were last night, it got down to 29 degrees at night. My washcloth, and it was this washcloth, literally froze. Like it was in my car, hung up in my car drying. And I got into my car this morning and to get it so I could, go use it in the shower. It was frozen. I was like, oh my gosh, And the part of the reason is I wasn't sleeping in the car. I was sleeping in the RV because it was heated and it's still heated. And it's gotten so cold in here since I wasn't in here also warming it up and the car hadn't been driven in a couple of days that, it was. Tonight is not going to be that cold. It should just be in the 40s, which is actually normal for me. So no big deal. It actually doesn't feel cold at all. I know I have a hat on and everything, but that's just because I was outside. I'll probably take it off in a little bit. But I'm very used to just having on a coat and a blanket on my legs. Like I have my little throw blanket on my legs and sitting in my car, and I'm totally fine. This window here is cracked. The rest of them are closed, mostly just to keep it a little bit warmer. Condensation definitely is an issue and is super annoying. I haven't yet had the problem where it's like dripping in my car or anything like that. We actually had that problem in the RV this morning. But it can be a problem with my CPAP. That is where, like, having condensation in the windows, whatever, I don't really care. Condensation in my CPAP sucks. And that is something that I'm continuously working on. One thing I want to look at, so I have this little snuggly thing that goes on the hose. Huge difference. Very, very good. But I get a lot of condensation literally in the mouthpiece. So I want to look and see, they have kind of things that you can put around mouthpieces so it doesn't rub on your face and stuff like that. I'm going to see if there's any kind of things that would be helpful there. You don't want to completely cover up everything because you need to have air holes so you can breathe, like the out breathing. But because I don't have a BiPAP, I have just a regular CPAP. So it pushes air in, but it doesn't pull air out. You just breathe out and it needs to go out the hole. So you can't cover up the holes, but I want to see if I can, a way I can put some kind of thing on this so it keeps it warm, because I don't use a CPAP that has a heated tube or that has heated humidification anymore, because my old one was recalled and they're a terrible company and I would never use any of their products. And that was when they had that stuff. And also because it would have way too much electrical use, way too much power required for systems that I have. So I'm going to look at that and see if I can find something good. All right. I am off. I hope you are doing very well in this new year. Later. It's 7:48 in the morning and it is like 41 degrees or something. I have been just relaxing in the car. I did get up and go to the bathroom and came back. But now I do need to do work today and just emails, my work emails for my law firm. I have a lot of inquiries that have come in, so I need to kind of turn that over. Today is Wednesday. We'll see whenever my significant other texts me how they're doing. I haven't heard from them yet, but that wouldn't be unusual. A lot of times they don't wake up till 8 or 8:30 anyway if they had trouble sleeping. So since they feel sick, who knows when they will actually message me. At a certain point, I will go in there, but I'm letting them sleep. I want them to sleep as much as possible. I hope that they will feel good enough today that we can do a few things. And if not, that they feel good enough where they can just sleep. So yeah, I have my cooler does a thing in it. I have some food in my significant other's fridge, which is hopefully on. And then I have tons of shelf-stable stuff, which is actually what I had for breakfast. I had 2 bars and my iced tea for breakfast just to keep it simple so I didn't have to go outside and cook anything. I may actually cook hot breakfast for lunch or something, or for dinner tonight, because I have a half dozen eggs in their fridge, and that would be something easy for me to cook, and I'll just do it on my own stove. But I'm not doing it when it's fully 40 whatever degrees. I'll let it warm up to the 50s. It's going to be like 62 today. So if they are not feeling that well, but they're not like horribly sick, then I'll go on a small hike by myself. I'm not super wanting to do some intense hike anyway. There are intense hikes you can do from here. We're right next to National Forest. So you can go forever, I think, or effectively forever. All right, so today's Wednesday. Friday, I'm back on my own thing. Also, Friday, I'm going to have to just do running errands. I'm going to need to probably get a little bit of groceries. I'm going to need to do laundry. So that's today. Update spreadsheets. I'm in a state park with this big rock out the window that you can kind of see. There you see. See? And I'm in a state park and talking about spreadsheets. Just kind of my life. All right, I'm going to get to it. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. So I haven't really done much today because, number one, I don't quite feel up to it. I have like a really heavy period and I'm just makes me tired. But also, my significant other was sick and is probably napping again. And also I've been doing some work. So I got all my emails, sent out a whole bunch of contracts, and been doing spreadsheets, stuff like that. Which is actually a good thing. Oh, it is a beautiful place though. Look at that. Nice, huh? Nice place to do nothing. So my significant other is feeling a lot better today. Yesterday was feeling very bad. We did nothing. I actually did a bunch of work, but now today I have a migraine. But they felt better enough where they actually were able to make coffee, and so that's good. Took Tylenol, did not help. To use my device didn't help. No, I took a sumatriptan. It's kind of funny, like this campground, we've done nothing except for exist here. Whatever, it's fine. I said, I have a migraine today. It sucks so much. You're feeling better. And they were like, oh, but now I can, make you coffee and I feel good enough to help take care of you. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. That is one nice thing about traveling with another person is you can take care of them and they can take care of you. That is one hard thing about living alone, whether you're in a car, an apartment, or a house, is there's no other grown-up there to help if you don't feel good. And so that is one really nice thing about having two adults is, if you're lucky with the timing, only one of you feels bad at a time, so the other person can, take care and make food and do the dishes and go run errands. I ran an errand yesterday to get medicine and stuff. It is nice to have another adult to help out with that. So yeah, we've been at this campground for a couple of days now and have just been chilling out, really not been doing much of anything, which is kind of actually nice. Obviously, it'd be nicer if my significant hadn't been sick and if I hadn't had a migraine, but it's actually kind of nice just to do nothing. And I think this is an important thing about traveling full time, about going on vacation, whatever, is making sure that it's not just place, super fast the whole time. Have this huge to-do list of your vacation and having some times where you're just kind of doing nothing and just relaxing and talking and whatever, sharing space. It is nice to not be in a hurry, especially because tonight's our last night. Now, my current plan is, so my significant other is going to be leaving. I have some errands I need to do, laundry and all that kind of stuff. But I'm thinking I'm for a while going to kind of stay, I'm going to slowly be making my way back to California because in a week I'm going to actually be back there, but I'm going to make my way. And I've already looked at different rest stops to stay at, Cracker Barrel, Walmart, places that actually allow you to stay there, where the Planet Fitnesses are. So that way I can make sure that I'm feeling comfortable. One thing I might do is really try to stay somewhere where it's colder, maybe see some snow, but I actually have some gear I have to get before that. So I have to buy stuff and arrange for it to be able to pick it up somewhere. And I haven't even done that yet because I hadn't figured out if I was going to be staying around or not. So I would first need to order some things and have them delivered to an Amazon locker where they fit and also where I can pick it up along the way before I get to somewhere where it's really cold. Really, I just need warmer boots. I need an actual winter coat, an actual snow type of coat with a hood that's all attached and everything. Those are the two main things that I need. And because my current jacket situation, which is what I do is have multiple layers. So I have the clothes that I'm normally wearing. And then I have this little fleece and then my jacket on top of it. That actually is great for, like 35 degrees and up, 30 degrees and up. But once it gets cold, and also a hat and everything, and gloves. Once it gets colder than that, then I'm too cold. Oh, also, I want mittens to go over my gloves. So I have gloves that are kind of thin gloves. They're great for, if it's 40 degrees. But if it's really cold below freezing, my hands actually will get cold. And so I'd like to have mittens that go on over that to keep my hands warm when I'm kind of not doing anything. If I'm hiking, those gloves are great. But if I'm just like sitting somewhere, I'm not really moving that much, I get cold. I have enough socks. I have wool stuff to be underneath things. It's really having a coat and boots. And I actually think I'll be okay for sleeping, except for the CPAP. I also need to figure out, like, my CPAP hose has a thing that goes on it, but not my mask. And I need something to cover the mask to keep that warm. I actually may have to make some myself because I've looked on Amazon and looked different places, and the things that they sell are really junky and effectively are like pieces of cloth that have been cut out with holes. And it's like, I could just cut out pieces of cloth. I'm actually even wondering, like, maybe I could buy like cotton towels or something where I could just fashion something that would work really well from like stuff I buy at Walmart or whatever, or even get from a Goodwill or something. So that's a little idea, but that's, if I end up staying out for a whole week, I might do that project, the sleeping colder project. So anyway, all right, I'm going to head off and relax for a little while while my significant other is taking a shower. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. And I was looking on stuff on Amazon to order some warm winter gear, and a lot of it like can't be shipped to an Amazon locker because it's too big. And I'm like, a jacket is too big. Yeah, I might just need to go to an actual in-person store and just buy some stuff for that. I'm thinking places that it gets cold, the in-person stores will actually have things. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that because trying to arrange for things to be shipped is just complicated. There's a whole lot of people who are wintering here in Arizona, so I think that's the reason the Amazon lockers get full. Yeah, probably end up going to some Walmart or something along the way and getting some stuff. Really, the biggest thing I'm looking for is actually not keeping warm at night. I think I'm actually doing okay with that because I'm wearing one layer to bed. And so if I added another layer to my body for bed, I think then I would be fine at night, except for covering up the CPAP mask, which is its own project. The main thing I'm looking for is how to keep warm during the day. Because actually when it was like in the high 20s during, like when I first wake up in the morning and I was going outside when we were at the last place we were at, what I currently have was not quite enough to be out there for a while. So I need like one level up from that. Obviously I can put on another layer on my body as far as wool, which I will do, but I need another layer of stuff on, coat type things. I have ski pants, but I don't have a ski jacket, or coat. So that's what I want, that, and then boots and stuff. So, and mittens. So yeah, I think I'm just going to have to get them at a store because ordering on Amazon is just logistically not feasible. Wow, this sunset, look at this. Okay, it doesn't really show up that great in video. It's more of a thing you need to see with your eyeballs, but it is so orange the way the light is. I mean, wow. I know it just looks like bad camera lighting, but yeah, it is neat how it lights everything all orangey. Yeah, so it is the last night of this trip with another person. So yeah, it's actually been really nice to have significant time to spend with my significant other. Last couple of days at this campground, we didn't do any of the stuff. We didn't go hiking or anything because neither of us felt well. And part of the time, my significant other was actually really sick. But then today they were not better, but better comparatively speaking, so, and I was migrainey for half the day. So we kind of just stayed in the RV and hung out together. And it was nice. It was very chill, very relaxing. But
once we both felt okay enough, you know? And I think that is something that's very important to remember when you're traveling with another person, is part of it is just about spending time together. And you can be spending time together just hanging out at your campsite. And that is just as important as any, you know, going to the stuff things that you do. So after this, I'm going to be back on my own again. Not really first thing in the morning. First, I'll help them, you know, pack up the RV and hook everything up and do all the things you got to do to get out of a place when you're staying in an RV. I don't really have anything that I need to do. I don't think I'm even going to take a shower here at the campground because the showers aren't that great. I can do it at a Planet Fitness in town. But yeah, like overall, it was a very successful time because my number one goal was not any particular place that we were going to. It was to spend quality time together, and we definitely spent quality time together. I'm much more chill about things now that I live in a car, can travel whenever I want. I'm not as like, oh, I'm going to miss out if I don't go do a thing because I'll just go do it some other time. You know, it's not really a big deal. So that really takes the pressure off of stuff, you know. And obviously I would have liked it if neither of us got sick, but you know, stuff happens, right? This is just life and things happen. So these weren't sicknesses that required anyone to go to the hospital or anything like that. Knock on ceiling. So yeah, it was a really nice trip. It was good to travel with somebody else, but it is actually nice to still have my own vehicle, especially like I don't have to sleep in the same RV as someone who's sick. Because I have so far have not gotten the sickness, which, you know, it's helpful that I can isolate and they can isolate, for at least for sleeping, you know, and not be like breathing each other's air all night long. You know what I mean? So that is actually very helpful, and, you know, having all my own stuff with me and stuff, things like that. But yeah, so my overall report is that it went really well, and I'm very glad to have had this time together. And then after this, I will go doing my own thing. I mean, it's very much more simple to travel without an RV because I can drive faster and I can go park in whatever place, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of simplicities with it. However, it was nice to have access to an RV, you know, having access to an oven. And then when we were plugged in a microwave, totally on the grid, and a heater, you know, and a refrigerator and a freezer. Oh, we got ice cream. They made me brownies. It was nice to have access to those things and also to have another person who actually cooked a lot of my meals. That was so great. And did the dishes. I mean, I did some of the dishes. I did a little bit of the cooking, but mostly they did. So that was very lovely. So overall, very good trip. Yeah, and the next I'm going to be doing my own thing and kind of getting back to almost normalness in the sense of like working and stuff. I have worked a little bit on this trip, but really just answering enough emails to keep everything, you know, in the air. It is January, which is one of my biggest, if not the biggest month that I have in my legal business. So I do need to get back to doing work. Since I had a migraine today, I might have one tomorrow. If I do, we'll see what my plans are. Otherwise, I do need to work probably, you know, today or tomorrow or both. I need to work on legal stuff first, and then I need to start editing video, including this video. I haven't had any vlogs up in a couple weeks because I've just been recording. So I want to actually have some stuff go back up again. And we'll see from there. I'm hoping to do some good cold weather, maybe snow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the next legs of my trips are. Depends on circumstances. All right. I'm going to get ready for bed. Bye-bye.